So if I was 18, this is what I would do to get ahead. Now, I'm only 23 right now, but this is also good because the advice I'm going to give is going to be very relevant to everybody that's hearing it. It's not going to be outdated, and I think a lot of you guys can relate to a lot of the things I'm going to go over. And what I'm going to go over, it's not going to include your typical get into day trading or open a Shopify store or try drop shipping. I kind of despise the people that push that stuff every single day because it's very unrealistic for the vast majority of people that are watching. And the people that do it, it's such a small minority, and it's like, bro, not everybody can be a freaking drop shipper or day trader. So I'm going to go over advice that's both practical and get you ahead of, I would say, probably 90% of people that are just not doing anything right now. And I speak from somebody that's got, a decent job. I've got my own house I bought, and I did it all without any of that, nonsense, making smart moves financially and putting together a plan and sticking to it. So I kind of want to go over what I did and what I would do again if I had to do it differently. Anybody that's really watching, if I can help out just one person, that would be awesome. If you're just watching this video and let's say you're 18 years old, I would highly consider not going to college. Now, I know it's been tossed around, college is a scam and all this sort of thing. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, but I think 60-70% of you guys would actually benefit from not going to college and not taking that road. There's a few reasons for that. Mainly the money. It's almost expected that you're going to graduate with college debt, but people don't talk about the payments. I mean, most people are paying anywhere from $600, $700, $800 a month for 12 years after they graduate. That's practically a child support payment that you're owed, that you have to pay. And the weird thing with debt or college debt is that it's actually a rare form of debt where you can't get rid of it. Like, you can't file for bankruptcy or Chapter 7 your way out of it like some other kinds of debts. It's really a debt that literally sticks to you and you have to pay off. Also, it's twofold in that 4 years you spent not going to school, you could spend working a job and actually building experience and saving money. I mean, even if you get a starter job, let's say at $35,000 a year, even if you save, say $10,000 a year, right? You put away all your, living expenses, all that stuff, and you're able to save, $800 a month. In 4 years, you're going to have $50K in savings instead of minus $50K in debt. That's a $100,000 difference between you and the guy that just went to school. Plus, you have 4 years of work experience. Employers are actually looking for experience more than anything. So somebody that comes to a job with experience is more likely to get the job than someone that comes with a degree. And it really just makes sense on its face right there. So I didn't go to school. What's the alternative? What I would say is there's two professions that I would recommend, and I have experience in both of these, so I'm not just talking from nothing here. I would say 70% of you guys, I would recommend you to the trades. Now, it's not really talked about a lot, but the trades are one of the highest paying jobs that anybody can actually get, regardless of where you're starting from. There's so many trades you can pick. I mean, you could be a mechanic, you could be an electrician, you could be a plumber, you could lay down concrete. I mean, there's a lot of options you can do, and as long as you're providing value to the world or to the infrastructure, people are going to pay for it, and they're going to pay a lot of money for it. I mean, these are the jobs that make the world go round practically. If you know anybody in the trades, they actually do make a lot more money than you think. In my job right now, I work with people that are in the trades. They're making $30, $40, $50 an hour. And these are all young guys. I mean, 20, 22, 25. And they're making, close to six figures. It's not easy work, and they've been in it for a couple of years, but that pay is a lot more than what the people I know who went to college are making. And nobody's really saying this. I mean, if you do 4 years in an apprenticeship, an electrician's apprentice, your pay at 22 can be $40, $50 an hour. It's hard work, sure, and you're working with your hands, but you're financially ahead of the game. I mean, big time. A lot of college guys I know that graduated aren't even making $50K a year. And I know the average college salary might say $60,000 or $70,000. I don't really believe that. And that's from my experience and people I've talked to, and I think a lot of y'all will agree with that. So I think going to school, you're not even going to be making more money than the guy going to the trades. And nobody's pushing the trades anymore. In school, they're not talking about it. They're, maybe briefly, but college is almost expected at this point. So I said 70% of y'all should. The other 30%, I would go into sales. Now, sales gets a bad rap because you'll get that spam call or the cold callers that are calling you all night about, warranties and stuff. All that stuff is mainly entry-level jobs. And they're a little bit low value, but you kind of have to do them to get your foot in the door. Over time, there's a lot of companies that are hiring sales and that have a sales team. I mean, every product that you use, that company has a sales team that goes out and sells that product to end users. That's the reason that we have business. American business is built off sales and people getting together and making deals. It sounds very simple in that terms, but that's literally what makes business go round. The market is massive, more massive than a lot of people think. And once you get experience, there's a lot of really great paying jobs. That's what I am in right now, actually. I worked my way up from a couple bad sales jobs, and now I'm in a really good position with a great company. I'm making a lot of, maybe not a lot of money, I would say, but a comfortable amount. And it's afforded me my own house and a car I've always wanted, and I don't have to really worry about money anymore. And I know a lot of people nowadays are struggling with inflation and paying bills and stuff. And I think by playing your cards smart, and if you're young and you're listening to this, really, really look at your options. And I say that to not stall you either. Like, you don't want to just analysis paralysis this, because taking action is also a massive thing that you have to do. But I would really consider not going to school and taking up an alternative, like I said, either the trades or in sales. And I have a lot of experience in both, and I can go into more detail in another video talking about each one of those. But I think for the vast majority of people, these are positions that will pay a lot more in the long run and in the short game as well. And it's not even talked about at all. I think on this channel, I want to give advice that's, not like everybody else is giving, like these crypto guys or these people trying to sell you a course. I want to give realistic, actual advice that most people can take, career advice, financial advice that isn't relied on getting lucky, practically, and that stuff that you can work on with hard work and persistence. That's sort of what I want to, get into in this channel, and I'll be talking about other stuff probably too. Anything that I think has helped me in my life, fitness, dieting, dating, stuff like that I think is valuable and often overlooked. I will be making videos on in the future, but I appreciate you guys. Shout out to BizPath and YLearn. These guys have inspired this channel. I saw their videos. They have really good commentary videos similar to this, where they just talk about life and finances over, a simple game or something like that. So definitely go check them out and give them a follow. But I appreciate anybody that's watched to the end here. And this was totally like non-scripted and just kind of freestyling. So I know I've been yapping a minute here. So thank you all for watching, and have a great day. Thanks.